Okay, so if the terminal side of an angle lies along an axis, the angle is called a quadrantal angle. So what does that look like? All right, so here's our axes. We have our y-axis, we have our x-axis. Okay, so if the terminal side, right, the ending side, so if we start here, we come here, that's a terminal side, is the axis, then these are called quadrantal angles. So as we're moving along, we have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. As we're moving along there, if we say this is 0 degrees, then when we come up here, that angle here, right, is 90 degrees. Okay. And then if we come on along, if we come from here and we come over here, then we're talking about 180 degrees. And then starting from here, going all the way around to here, that's 270 degrees. Okay, now as radians go, this would still be 0 radians because we haven't gone anywhere yet. And then we know that 180 is pi. So if 90 degrees represents halfway between 0 and pi, well, that would be pi over 2. Okay. And so this is 1 whole pi, and then we're going another half a pi, so that's 1.5 pi, or we can simply say 3 pi over 2. Okay, so there's our quadrantal angles in both degrees and radians. Okay, cool enough. All right, let's take a look at this sketch 120 degree angle and a negative 45 degree angle. Okay, so again, we're going to start by drawing our axes. Okay, and then so it'll stand out a little bit better on this one. Okay, we know we want to begin at, let's see, make it a little bit thicker here. So we begin here at the origin, and we're coming out, that's our initial side, right, is on the x-axis. Then we're coming around, there's 90. If we come all the way to the next line, that's 180. So 120 we know is somewhere in here, and it's going to be closer, back this way, to there. Sorry about that, that's a little off, but that's about 120 degrees. Okay, so then we have negative 45 degrees. So again, rubber. And in black, we have our axes. Okay, now negative 45 degree, remember negative goes clockwise. So again, we're going to start here at the origin. There's our initial side. And then we're going clockwise, so we're coming this direction, and we're going 45 degrees. Well, since this is 90 degrees, each quadrant's 90 degrees, we're going to go halfway is 45. So that's negative 45 degrees. Not too bad. All right, let's try the last question is to sketch the 5/4 radians and negative 3 pi half radians angles. Okay, let me get rid of that. Put this on up. First thing I want is my quadrants, or my axes. Okay, now radians we're not as comfortable with, so just let's keep in mind that if we're going to always start at the x-axis, positive x-axis, so I'm going to, from the origin coming out this way. All right, now I know from previous that this is pi over 2. Okay, This is pi. 5/4 pi would be more than pi, right? So we're going to, we know we're coming around here to pi, and a fourth, if a whole quadrant's a half, then half of a half, right, is a fourth. So I know I want to come out here about halfway, right? Okay, and that's going to be 5 pi over 4. All right, so for negative 3 pi over 2, start again with our axes, x and y. Going to start at the origin, go along the x-axis, okay? Each time, because we're drawing them in standard position. All right, negative 3 pi over 2. Okay, so negative means to go clockwise, so we're coming this way. Okay, that's pi over 2. So that's another pi over 2. So the 3 pi over 2 is going to land us right there. Okay, so that's my terminal, and that's negative 3 pi over 2. That's it. All right. Now good luck to you on A1-2.